Inside Disc Golf.
Hello and welcome to Inside Disc Golf. I'm your host, Andrew Gum. We have a very special episode for you today. I have with me Maxime.
Hey everybody. Yeah, Tanghe.
And Guillaume.
Yeah, hi guys.
And if you don't know, these are the guys behind MDG Media. That's the More Disc Golf media coverage, right?
Exactly.
And just want to thank you very much for everything you do, first of all, and for being guests on the show. But also thank you for setting up this mobile studio here so we can record this special episode. So big shout out to the MDG crew. Everybody, thank you very much for allowing this and for having me here for this really special event. We're at the Belgian Open 2022.
Oh yeah.
Final stop on the Euro Tour. It's been a long, really fun season.
Yeah, a long journey.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, they've been on tour for 5 months covering all the best action that European disc golf has to offer. And they've built this massive antenna that's sending out these waves so you can see all this incredible coverage across the world. And so we all owe you a lot of gratitude for all the work that you put in to build this media company and to make this all happen.
Thank you.
So just want to get that clear that love you guys.
Yeah, man. Us too for sure, man.
Yeah, all of you guys.
That's moving really fast, and we are looking forward to make some bigger things.
Yeah, the future is very bright. But first, let's go back a little bit and explain where this all started. First of all, where did your interest for disc golf come from?
Long time ago. So we are playing Gigs and Me from since 2007. So our dad showed us the sport when we were around 10 and
7 for me. Yeah.
So we started here in Planaleu, building a 9-hole course, working on it on the field in the field also in front of the house. It was pretty amazing. And we are playing for 15 years now. So the interest
it's really
came
high.
A long time.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's been a long time.
Long history in the sport, and disc golf runs deep in your blood. And you've been living the disc golf life since you were children.
Yeah, disc golf is like pretty much kind of what we know since we are a kid. Like we've seen like disc golf evolving like pretty much all these years. So
it's been a long, beautiful journey, and it's just getting started, really, right? With the
it's starting now. It started in 2007, but it's a whole new chapter now. So we have largely more people, in the mix. Now it's growing right now.
So cool.
Yeah.
I like to refer to you guys as the Belgian Bomber Brothers.
It's pretty nice.
Absolutely crush frisbees and throw them for miles. Really super talented players. Would you say your father is like the godfather of Belgian disc golf, or?
I would say so. Like he made the move like to have some disc golf course in Belgium. So since 2006.
So he came into the mix in 2007. So before, we can't forget about all those guys.
No, of course. But
it's
all built. But
for the past 15 years, definitely our dad is making moves in Belgium, trying to make the sport evolve as we can do, with what we have. But definitely godfather for the last 15 years, definitely.
Yeah, and he's done a fantastic job with the course here for the Belgian Open. It's been really a blast to play, to experience the family feeling, the festival atmosphere, the super warm welcome. We're staying right here in your home.
Oh yeah.
You've opened up your home. You've catered for us, given us everything you could ever want and more from a disc golf experience, and that's such a beautiful thing to be a part of. So I'm very happy.
And that's a pleasure to have you here, man. Really, that's a pleasure. If we have to explain to the guys, there is 25 people in the house right now. It's pretty amazing. There's a lot of family things. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Something you must experience. Get yourself to Belgium. Belgium disc golf is something very special. So
I think it's more like all the South that is
exactly.
Like this mentality, like just not Belgium, but in France is like kind of the same. You know, there is like 5 guys who are coming from France, and yeah, they have like that family attitude, like
Yeah, it's a very
that sometimes miss.
And
on the course.
that's south of Europe, you know, like feeling, I would say, and that's why we want and we try to have more players from the north, you know, of Europe to come here and to feel the energy, because it's pretty amazing what we are living right now.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and it can be very inspirational for other cultures to
Yeah,
to
definitely.
adapt and absorb some of those
Exactly.
some of those traits that are so valuable for the sport, that interconnection, and yeah, it's a really true inspiration, and a close knit community, really family frisbee vibe, and it's
That's right.
it's really cool.
Inside Disc Golf.
Let's talk about the media company. Like, where did this MDG Media begin, and how did it evolve?
So it was, I think the first talks were with Duge. We don't see him in the camera, but you know, it was like in December 2020. Duge, tu confirmes? So yeah, it was December 2020. So we are talking about it like with Duge. Then we, you know, like check who would be interested. Ben, Luca, Giggs, you know, Jean-Louis, of course, and we start building the thing, you know, for the first few months of 2021. So you know, like websites and some stuff not really interesting in the end. So we have a first contact with Matej. We filmed some tournaments last summer, and then here we are, you know, in the real mix. But yeah, it's almost 2 years that MDG is created, with 5 then 6 guys in it, and yeah, here we are.
You've come an incredibly long way in a very short time.
Yeah.
That's very commendable and respectable. So, what type of equipment were you starting with, and
It was yeah, definitely not the same. So we had 3 cameras. So there was, I think there was 2 at the start, maybe from you know, it was a private investment in the idea, I would say. So it was not MDG, it was just private money or private equipment we had. So it was a 3 A7 III from Sony, 3 cameras, and not really, yeah, anything more. Like we moved with this, with some computers also. That's the equipment, but not a lot, definitely.
some very humble beginnings? And so let's talk a lot about this season. You guys have been on tour for 5 months, like we said. Tell me a little bit first, before we get into that experience, about the partnership between you and the European Pro Tour.
So with the European Pro Tour, it was a bit later. I think the discussion started around January, February. So we had a call with a lot of media from Europe, like all the medias that could be interested to work with European Pro Tour. So we didn't really know what would come out of it, and yeah, I think he felt that we were interested to, you know, move a lot this year. So as many tournaments as we could have. So yeah, the discussions just went forward, and yeah, like it was 3-4 months of preparation, and then it was the start in Copenhagen, I think, if I remember well.
Yeah, in late April. And when you say he, you're referring to Juha Kuta, right?
You would say? I would say what?
When you said he,
Yeah.
you were referring to Juha.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
the CEO of
exactly.
of the European Pro Tour, who we had on as a guest recently. And tell me a little bit about how that relationship has come along and developed, and what he's done to help you become better media producers.
He knows what he's talking about, because he had you know, like MDG before, so he was filming tournaments. He has experience definitely in the mix. So you know, like he knows exactly where he's going. He's experienced, so you know, everything is super nicely organized. That's the main point. You know, I want to focus on with Juha is like you are talking to somebody, you know that the job will be done and you will be helped, you know, and that was confirmed on the first tournament because he was always, you know, like open-minded in the discussions, but also in the, you know, sometimes he has a position of the guy that needs to tell us if we do the stuff wrong, and he does that the best way, you know, like he's calm, he's caring, so really Yuha is so important in the overall mix, I would say.
So he's giving you constructive criticism and advice,
Exactly.
and serving as kind of a mentor role, as far as helping to guide you to become the best that you can be.
Exactly.
At what you're doing.
Exactly, and I think it's completely fair from him because you know, it's in his interest also for us to be the best. So it's just for everything to be the best we can do for with what we have. We need to, you know, not forget about that. But it's really the start. So sometimes it's not that easy, and he stays calm, and everything is really nicely handled.
That's really nice to hear, and I know he speaks really highly of you guys. The passion that you have for disc golf and everything really shines through into the work that you do and the product and the way that you're able to take criticism and or, you know, advice and criticism and improve the, you know, the process and become, you know, it is like a long journey, isn't it, to be the best that you can be at anything in life, whether that be as a disc golf player, as a disc golf media,
and every other job. That's for sure. For sure.
Yeah,
Definitely.
But there's a lot of pride that we all have for you as individuals and as a media team. We really appreciate all the effort and everything that's gone into helping build this beautiful season of the European Pro Tour, and all the coverage on Disc Golf Stream has steadily improved in quality, and it's really amazing stuff that you guys do. So
Thank you.
just want that to be known,
And that's a pleasure to hear, man. Definitely.
yeah, and it's been a pleasure to commentate on all these events that you guys are working so hard behind the scenes there, and providing such high quality images and everything. It's, I mean, such a beautiful thing. Live disc golf is something so special.
Oh yeah.
And I living my dreams, getting the chance to be a part of it, and getting to meet all these incredible people along the way. That's
amazing.
A really beautiful part of it as well. So,
That's the goal.
yeah, so it's a really great thing. Tell us a little bit about the first European Pro Tour event in Copenhagen. That's the first time you've done live coverage for Disc Golf Media?
Yeah.
How does that differ from the other experiences you've had, and what would be some of the challenges that you faced there?
You are definitely more tired after the round you are filming. Definitely. Like, you know, you need to be focused on, you know, during a post-production coverage, you know, when you have the camera in your hand, you're just, you know, that you need to be focused at some point, you know, during the round. Live, you need to be focused for 4 hours in a row. So you need to be careful, you know, you have a camera in your hand and there is people, you know, watching live, so you need to be fast, you need to run, you need to be at the right, you know, spot, you need to be focused on where the players are. There's a lot of information, and everybody, you know, in the team is working his ass off to make it possible. So, you know, it's hard work, and we have great guys with whom we are working for the moment. So I think if we keep the passion, you know, in the thing, everything will be better with time, definitely. So yeah, and that's not the question at the end, but you have.
No, but that's really important information, and it's very evident that you have been working super hard, and that you're very passionate, and the quality is consistently improved. You know, I mean, every time better and better, and it's at such a high level now that really excited for next season.
Oh man,
I mean, all the lessons learned and all the, you know, all the
That's for sure, man.
Yeah,
that's
very
for sure.
Next season's gonna be huge.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Next season's gonna be like something different, but even the same, but bigger. Like it's
bigger, better.
Yeah,
more,
better, bigger, all
broader, more beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, was there anything about that Copenhagen experience that you would want to share specifics about
That's
like
right.
anything that?
Copenhagen
we were like
so far.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. But I just want to go back to the start, you know, because we've been on an incredible journey, and that was my first time in the commentary booth. So I was, you know, completely new to the game at that point, and it was such a rush. It was such an incredible feeling to be in the moment, to share the live experience with everybody that was following along, and like nothing else I've ever done before. So that was a really cool thing.
just the experience in Copenhagen was like quite stressful because like it was the first time that we were going to try the live view. It was like something new that we didn't even think about like that fast in Europe. So when we arrived, we were like surprised how it was going to work. Like with bags, we were carrying a lot of stuff. We never experienced that. So this was like the first time we needed to be like focused 100%. And you know, like the first few holes were like we were having like headphones to know what we had to do, and it was like always the same things that were coming. You need to be focused, you need to point at something. So yeah, the first one was like definitely the most hard. Like if you had to compare, it's like getting in a new job. Like for the first time, you need to have a lot of information, and you can't like for the first time experience them like perfectly. So, but as Max said, like Yuha helped us like so well that it was like a good event at the end. So.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But it's such a giant leap into the unknown, isn't it?
Exactly.
And when it's live, I mean, you know, there's no filter, there's no pause button, there's no
you can't
no
have
backing
problem.
out.
If you have problem, like the live will show it. Like it's it's for sure.
Yeah, there's just nothing you can do to really like. I mean, you just have to nail it, right? It's like being thrown in the deep end, sink or swim moment there.
Exactly.
And you guys really found your bearings, and you swam some beautiful laps around there in Copenhagen.
Oh yeah.
And then we moved on to Yarva, the second event on the European Pro Tour. Yeah. Of course, it's an absolutely legendary course.
Yep.
I mean, it's
one of the best in Europe, actually.
One of the best in the world, I think, in most people's opinions. I would rank it right up at the top in the world. I mean, of course, I haven't experienced all the courses, and of courses, you know, there's many great courses in the United States, obviously, but I think even a lot of American players would say that's their favorite course for a lot of different reasons. It's a really beautiful property
and challenging. Like
it
requires a really tough course.
All the shot shapes, right? The landscape is beautiful. The amount of time and energy and effort and passion and love for the game and for the landscaping in general, it's really on the next level. And so that was such a cool venue for the second stop on the European Pro Tour. And what was that experience like too?
That's one of the best of the year, I would say. You know, there was Sula, you know, on top also, but Yarva, you know, even for us, you know, as MDG, it was the second time in our life we've seen our channel like bombing. You know, like there was a lot of views. It was really nicely followed by a lot of people. So you have a hype around it, and you are on this course, and you have great players because you know there was really the best. Christine Tata was there also.
We had the world champion. She wasn't the world champion yet, but she was the #1 player in the world. And she got you know, the opportunity to battle back in the final round and overtake the local hero, Sofia Bjorlik.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was a battle for the ages, you know. And she really showed why she's the #1 player in the world, playing with an injury, you know, but hanging in there and doing everything she had to do to get the job done.
Yeah, definitely.
And then on the MPO side, it was incredible as well, right? I mean, Knut Valhallen played his heart out there. Jeez. I mean, he took down Niklas Antila, who was playing, you know, some of his best
disc golf.
You know, like and to even keep up with a guy like that when he's on, you know, is something special. But to actually be able to beat him, you know, that was an incredible performance from Knut. What was that like to be there on the ground and up close and personal with those exciting moments in those in the heat of the battle.
Were you filming MPO?
No, I was filming FPO.
the
So
hard
I was filming Christine beating Sophie, but I think like it was kind of the same because like during the round 3 with the FPO, it was like really tense. You know, we felt like that Christine, even with the injuries and all the stuff, was doing her best, and we've seen like Christine as she was in the US when she won the vault. So I think like it was pretty tense at the end, and yeah, some good vibes, still good energy. So yeah, that was good.
But really fierce competition.
Yeah, that's why you can felt it like when you are seeing them playing. It's like a whole world. Like they are constantly focused on what they are doing. It's quite impressive to see.
Yeah, top level professionals.
Yeah.
In the world, they're in their element.
That's
you know,
right.
and it's like a tangible tension, and what an incredibly exciting and valuable experience that is.
Definitely. Just
see it.
to be able to see it, like,
And then to film it, yeah.
Yeah, even filming is like sometimes you can miss some details that you could see where you are not filming, but yeah, I would say that you can feel every feelings that comes out at that moment. Like we can feel like all the joy of the players who's winning. Like it's really nice.
And how about the MPO?
The MPO side is kind of harder because I was working at the office, let's say, and there is a whole team around us that could help us with that. But MPO side from the stories was like last round, if I remember well, like Knut was making every putt, you know, like it was pretty nice, you know, battling, and definitely the energy, you know, just between Knut that, you know, like needed a win like this over Niklas, European champion, is just huge, you know, like every player needs that in a career, you know, and he's done it. So now he knows he can win a tournament. He knows he can do it. Actually, he's done it.
Yeah, and what an incredible place to do it. You know, what an historical moment. What a incredible part of your life legacy to live that out in the moment and to do it in front of a live audience that way. I mean, you know, that must be something that he will remember for the rest of his life. And I think a lot of the viewers as well, and myself included, will remember those moments for the rest of my life as well. They were very special. And so thank you for bringing us that super high quality coverage of such an incredible event there in Järva.
Brought by Disc Golf Stream. Nice.
Yep. Yeah, thanks to Disc Golf Stream for the incredible work in broadcast and all the cooperation between MDG and Disc Golf Stream. It's a beautiful thing. Together, it's completely unrivaled and unmatched in Europe as far as media coverage goes, and only getting bigger and better all the time. So that's a beautiful thing. After that, we moved on to Finland for Tanghe, the flagship event for the European Pro Tour. The course built by the team, by Juha Kuta and the team of that's behind
MDG,
the natural born disc golfer and
exactly,
and the guys that created the European Pro Tour and Disc Golf Stream, and so a chance to really show off and shine there on their home turf and show the world what it's all about there in Finland. And
Lauri won the Tanghe event, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Lauri
got his revenge. He was beaten by Jesse Nieminen in the 2021 Tanghe final. He had a lead going into the final hole. He went OB twice and lost. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but that was the year before.
Okay.
From Tanghe, he was in position to win, which would have been a really important, huge win for him at that point. And he collapsed on the final hole. He went OB twice, and Jesse overtook him and took the title. And that was the lowest point of his disc golf career. He's been very open about that was the most painful experience.
I understand.
But from that, he learned a lot of lessons on, and he took a lot of motivation, and he got his revenge. 2022, he really showed up, and he did everything he had to do to take down a really comfortable victory in the end. I mean, of course, he had guys pushing him there till the end, but that was a really strong statement from Lauri Lehtinen to show what he's made of. He's got some serious grit, very passionate player. You can see it in his eyes when he's focused. He's got a next level of concentration and a really fierce level of competitive energy that he brings to the game. And so that was some really exciting footage from there as well. What was that like to experience that firsthand?
Special course, rocky ground and stuff. It was the first time I was seeing that really seriously. So it was a really interesting course. We were trying some stuff with the drone. We had a new one zooming and players complaining. So we had to handle a few problems with again like a smooth EPT event.
Well organized and run efficiently, and
as usual,
quality communication and direction all the time taking place between the two.
Exactly. It's always a relief when you're arriving on an EPT. You know that it's gonna be easier. Really, it's nice, and that was the feeling also in Tuni as usual.
Yeah.
Easy peasy, smooth, going for it and enjoying the moments.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and those drone shots were amazing.
Okay.
I mean, I know, but in the booth, I can tell you that was like, I was just, my heart was just in flames there. Like, I love the aerial photography, and Sea Bay course is particularly beautiful. It's a short drive from Helsinki, only about 15 minutes to the east, and that's also where Disc Golf Stream Studio is, just around the corner from there. So, very familiar place and a very special place for me and for a lot of people. That's where a lot of the magic happens. But then on the FPO side, we had some interesting kind of development.
Yeah, I think it was AD who won, but she was battling with
Silva Saarinen.
Yeah, Silva,
but,
which is
but I think
pretty
the big,
good.
Yeah, of course, she's an amazing player, European junior champion.
She's going to be really good at disc golf. Like her putt is like way more better than a lot of players. That's for sure.
She's an absolute superstar. I mean, and just incredibly young. But I mean, it's very clear. I gave her the nickname the Highlight Machine because she's just turning out highlights like crazy. And she's going for it all the time.
She made an ace in Enola, so
and she's always going for it, and she's so dialed, and
she's not scared.
Not at all. She has no fear,
like,
and she's so in the moment. That shot is the thing. She sees the basket, and so she's really trying to make it happen on every shot. It's just
that's right.
You can just see that it's just her in the basket, and if she can see it, she's attacking it, and I love that style.
Oh yeah.
So she's been a pleasure to watch. But I think the biggest surprise and storyline from the Tuni event was that Kristen Tatar had to withdraw after the first round. She had the pinched nerve in her elbow.
Yeah, exactly.
And so she didn't even get a birdie in the first round, and it was clear that she wasn't really her normal self. That she was struggling with some serious physical health issues at that point, and so yeah, it was sad to see her have to pull out, but we still had an incredible battle there. Heidi Laine, of course, who's been really dominant all season on our coverage on Disc Golf Stream. Everybody's familiar with her, and super talented. She can crush, and and she can do it all. Very well-rounded player, very very fierce competitor as well, but also very kind of bubbly, nice person.
Yeah, she's happy, really kind. She's
showing a lot of
always smiling,
emotion and support for her card mates. Yeah,
even for the cameras, like this is the kind of player that is taking care about how the game is going, but even for the cameras, like for the live, she's telling us who is going to play, because like sometimes and a lot of times it's in Finnish, so we don't understand Finnish, and she's just trying to help like with small details that you don't see, but it's like really helpful. And yeah, she is throwing like super far, so that's her point. Like her drive is like crazy compared to the others. She's driving like 15-20 meters longer, so.
But yeah, she's clearly a very empathetic person, and that comes across on camera, that she cares about everybody, and she's very, very, very socially sensitive to be there and helping you guys out, and that's really cool to hear from your angle, because it really does shine through on the coverage that it's that she's doing everything she can to make everybody as comfortable and enjoying the experience as much as they can. It's a really great role model and a really great player as well.
Exactly. Good example.
Yeah.
Good energy.
For sure. So that was really great. She had that tight battle. I think she won by one stroke over Silva.
Yeah, exactly.
In the end, and they were kind of back and
tight.
forth. They were flip-flopping the lead there on the final round.
Yeah, Silva was on the lead at I think 3 holes before the end. So it was
exactly.
pretty nice end. So I thought while I was filming that it was going to be a sudden death, but
it was so tight.
Yeah.
Haiti came through on the final hole, and
Silva went
win.
OB on the lake. So she went OB, and you knew that Haiti was going to have a super powered drive.
Yeah,
just going for the basket.
Miss the.
Yeah, she won't be too short. She won't be too short.
Yeah, exactly.
And so
that was it.
Just take the easy 3.
Yeah. So that was a really exciting event there in June. And,
oh yeah, definitely.
And then we moved on to the 4th stop on the European Pro Tour, and that was the Estonian Open.
Oh yeah.
In Kirvemaa, and that was
Yeah.
quite a beautiful sight as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, everything was perfect over there. Expect sometimes the rain, but we felt super comfortable in Estonia. Even the the TGs of the tournaments were
amazing,
super nice to us. They were trying to help us the most they can. We've played some round with them. It was a crazy experience to play in Estonia. This was my personal first time in Estonia, so
okay, cool.
Yeah, it was crazy. In Estonia, the mood was amazing because we were lodged on the headquarter, where everything is happening. So we were just 10 meters from hole 1. So that's the first thing that was amazing. And then we need to talk also about Prodigy Europe. In the mix, they are there all the time. Maybe not in Tuni, but they are there. Helping, and it's amazing. They are around. They help. It was the first time we were going to an EPT event. First time where the mood with everybody was good. It was a positive energy. As Geeks was saying, the TDs were amazing. The teams around, everything was really perfect except the weather, but and then even the course, it's not the hardest, but it's amazing to play the Estonian Open in Kauvemaa. So definitely one of the best tournaments of this season, and it was after Sula and hard work, weeks of work. So it was Estonian Open was one of the best of the summer, definitely.
One of the highlights for sure. I got to go there and check it out as well. I loved the course and I loved the atmosphere, and it was really cool to have that clubhouse there, and have G1 right there in the patio, and you tee off. They had great food. There was a lot of other activities to do. It was a really cool,
cool place to stay.
Sports type facility.
It was a really nice place to stay.
So you could really feel that there was a lot of fun being had there.
Exactly.
And,
I agree.
Yeah, so really fun event there in Estonia. And then we had some really exciting action on the course as well. If you remember, we had a tight battle between Lauri again.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Niklas Anttila. So
those two, as always.
Yeah.
I think it's top twos, top twos in Finland right now.
Yeah, in Europe.
Yeah.
Maybe Niklas is definitely he needs to go to the States and rock it, and then you have some players around. But to me Niklas is
a machine.
Class.
Yeah, and that was his first European Pro Tour win. So he's got that in the bag. He's the reigning European champion. He's also the reigning Finnish champion now. So he's really stacking up the titles. And I think it's only a matter of time before he's taken down maybe even bigger titles there in the States. So everybody's rooting for him in Finland. He's a super high quality player, and a lot of fun to watch. Just shoots lights out time and time again. Doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Very clean, consistent
super clean,
form. Yeah.
super professional. He can, like sometimes smile, it would be super nice. Like to the camera guys or something.
Well, we did have, yeah, he's definitely in the zone, right? Doesn't show a lot of emotion, but we did get to see a little reaction there in Yarva, didn't we, when he threw in for eagle on that crazy hole.
Yeah, that's right.
Remember that par four that's really difficult to even birdie.
Yeah, but he's so used to the birdies that, you need an eagle to have a smile for the moment. So,
you need an impossible eagle to get a reaction out of that guy,
exactly.
But we got it. And thank you for those images, because that was so cool.
Yeah, that was hard, because like I was waiting, like
you were on catch cam there.
Yeah,
for that
I was
moment.
on catch cam, so I was waiting for
You were thinking it was coming up around the top.
Yeah, I was thinking like on everybody's play, like they are playing like it normally, but Niklas like tried like, so I was surprised by a shot like that.
There's no line there.
Yeah.
There was no line there, right?
I was waiting for a disc, and suddenly I just heard the chins. Was like, whoa, yay! Okay, so he threw the wood, and it was like crazy, because I saw him like running to the court, to the basket. He was really happy. Yeah, he was happy.
What an amazing highlight, though.
Yeah, that was a good one. That could have been like the shot of the year to me. Like,
yeah, I've said that many times on Disc Golf Stream that I that's a clear candidate for shot of the year, and I really hope it gets the recognition it deserves, because he completely manufactured that shot out of just nothingness into pure miracle. I mean, it was like.
That's right.
What an incredible moment for the world to see live. That was some special moment.
I don't know if people were using these routes, before he did it, but
there wasn't a line there.
Yeah,
there was could he even see the basket through there?
Yeah, I don't know. It might have been like a blind shot. He's just knowing where is the basket, but it was definitely
just pure faith and
exactly.
and hope, and
he wanted it.
And then execution. I mean, no one can quite do it like Niklas Antila, that's for sure. But that was so, that was something really special. And then we had a tight battle. Lowry was in the lead there in Estonia, and Niklas was over to overtake him in the very end. Just clutched up and put it under the basket on the final shot. No worries for that guy. He's just like, just robotic, isn't he?
I don't know if anybody saw that in the screen, but actually in the last putt, just Niklas like 1 meter from the basket, he's touching his disc. The disc moves, and everybody was like for 5 seconds asking the question like, what do we do now? And it's Lowry that took the disc, put it back, and say like,
go for it,
and go and win the tournament. It was pretty nice. Inside story, but I don't know if you noticed it in the studio.
Yeah, I think we thought that maybe his disc had been bumped or something, and so that he was...
His foot touched it.
Yeah, his foot touched
it. It was like weird situation for a few
seconds.
Even
on camera. Even on camera, you were like, oh no. But it's like impossible.
It was
even for Lowry. It was a tap-in. It was 100%.
So nobody called him, and Lowry accepted defeat in a very, very sportsmanship.
That's the point. Like, Lowry was super, fair play on this one, because, some guys could have been like, what do we do now? Yeah. And he didn't, so respect to that.
Yeah. He's clearly a really good sport, a very, very friendly person, a very kind soul. And I really, really respect the sportsmanship, specifically from Lowry Lehtonen in general. So, then on the FPO side, we had a pretty cool story. Katie Tata had just been dominant the first two rounds. She was just unstoppable. She was throwing laser beams everywhere. Tight straight lines, hitting all of her putts, and it was looking like she was going to take down Heidi Laine, the clear favorite there. And so she came into the final round with a 2-stroke lead, and we expected her to continue doing what she did on rounds 1 and 2, and she started out doing just that. And then I think maybe at some point the pressure might have became a little bit much. She was so close she could taste it. A big European Pro Tour win on her home
would I be
there in Estonia.
The first time that she would win like a European Pro Tour. So
or any top level event. So
it would have been the first. So I think like the nerves could have really. It was. I don't know, like. She must have been like really stressed in that situation.
But she'll learn from the experience.
Exactly.
And next time she'll know how it feels to be in that moment, and hopefully she can overcome that pressure that she was putting on herself and become the
And
champion.
learn.
Yeah.
She just learned something. So.
Yeah, but I think everybody has to go through
Yeah,
experience like that.
exactly.
Nobody really knows how to win without having lost first, right? You know, you don't just like you don't find yourself in the moment there and have nothing to fall back on to understand what it feels like to have been close and lost, or to have the experience of being in that situation.
Yeah.
You know, it's a process to become a champion. It's a process, and she took a
totally
big
agree.
step towards that victory and through that process. So that was a really great
Battle.
yeah. And was there any other things about that event that you like on the filming level that you remember or that you want to communicate to them?
It was just smooth, man. Like everything was going the right way.
Yeah.
It was a really nice tournament.
Just
Yeah.
sometimes the connection, but
Yeah, but
you
that's
know,
always,
it's
like,
like
it's hard to do like.
it's hard to have like a good connection everywhere. But that was the
but
only issue that we had, like the filming side. So
Sometimes some network issues.
yeah,
connection,
exactly.
yeah.
But
But I can
expected.
say from being in the booth all season that we had so few technical issues that it was really incredibly impressive and even quite surprising, because you expect first season there's going to be some serious glitches, there's going to be some failures, right? And there's going to be like some times where it's like we're in big trouble here in the booth trying to, but we didn't have that. You know, we were very impressed that everything went as smooth as it did, time and time again, day in, day out. But yeah, big shout out to Prodigy Disc Europe for everything they do to support the European Pro Tour and everything in disc golf in general, right? There's some really incredibly great dudes there. You know, as individuals and collectively, they get stuff done, and they do it with style, and they do it in a way that really makes you feel good.
Exactly.
Definitely.
So yeah, we respect everything that you guys do. And then we had one event left, back to Finland,
Yeah.
5th stop, Turku Open, and the big finale of the regular season, Seppo Paiu's home
Yeah.
turf.
It was amazing.
This was a really nice one also. Like the course was like perfect. Everything was in shape. The course, yeah. Even the organization was almost perfect, even perfect, I would say. It was,
Everything was good. I think the only problem was back to Finland. You know, like, and as you know, Juha and the team wants to change for next season is to make it more European. You know, like, and because going back to Finland, a lot of players left to the States at that point, so it was a bit more empty. You know, like in the field compared to the other events.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I would say. You know, like back to Finland. Like it was, knowing that the course is that perfect, you want to see more. You know,
International representation.
more because the first, I think, 15 players were Finnish. You know,
I think
Only
most
thing
of the field was Finnish players,
Yeah.
and there was a lot of high quality players, of course. But yeah, the European Pro Tour is meant to challenge the
European
best
people.
within Europe, and it was maybe a little bit of a scheduling issue. A lot of the best
I would
players
say.
had been just played the weekend before their national championships, so those are usually 4-round big major events, and
Yeah.
a lot of time and energy and training had gone into that too. And then quite a few of them were heading over to the World Championships over there in Kansas. So, the field was slightly diminished, and there was tons of 1,000-rated Finns, but there wasn't any names from other countries. And so that's the one thing that you could say that was maybe slightly disappointment about it. But the event itself was really awesome.
Oh yeah.
Aninkainen disc golf course there.
Best course.
What an amazing
Yeah.
course right in the city there. You're playing on some really cool like landfill that's been converted into
everything's in shape. Hills, everything. You have wooded holes. It's a good mix. Really.
I mean like it's all it's only been around for 5 years, so they've done an incredible job to get that to where it is so quickly, to convert the landfill into a championship level disc golf course. And that's a lot of the guys at Prodigy Disc Europe are responsible for that. So they did an amazing job to build a course like that, and then to host a high level event like that. That was super impressive. Seppo Paiu took down the title, and I think that meant a lot to him. His first European Pro Tour title, and to do it in his home city there.
Must feel good, and I think he didn't win any tournaments before, like for 2 years, something.
Yeah.
It was
So
he needed this one.
Yep, yeah, and he really played incredibly well, all week and consistent, high level golf like he's capable of, and really great to see him come through and take down that title.
Yeah.
And then on the FPO side, we got to see the breakout win from Silva Saarinen, her first major win in the Open division. Of course, she pushed Haiti to the limit there in Toonie, but it was really cool to see her get her first European Pro Tour title there as well. And tight battle, but she was the best player consistently through the weekend, so she got that. So that was it for the regular season of the European Pro Tour, and what an incredible first season. It's not over yet, though, is it? We're heading down to Spain for the All-Star event in November.
Yeah, November.
So you guys are looking forward to that, right?
Yep.
South.
Exactly.
Southern
Nice.
Spain, Costa del Sol, mountains, sea, sunshine.
Restaurant.
What more can you want?
Weather.
Make sure you tune in for that, everybody. Gonna be there on Disc Golf Stream Live. I'll be in the studio, living it up, loving it. Hopefully I can get down there the week before to check it out in person and hang with you guys.
We'll play that.
Would be
course
great.
together.
I would
Would
love
be
to.
great.
Yeah, Mias is gonna be the venue for that, and it's a super cool place, man. Mountain
Never
golf.
been there, man.
I've
Mountain
never
golf
been there
is best.
also, so it will be the first time. It will be. I think it will be great. Like, it's. I've heard a lot about the course, and I've heard that it looks really nice. So I really want to go there in November.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm really excited about it as well. I mean, I was there 3 years ago. I had got some nice Black Friday tickets were really cheap, and I was gonna go check it out in like I think it was February or early March when it's really cold and dark up in Finland, and then in very early January I had to have emergency spine surgery, so I had some super bad damaged disc that pinched one of my nerves super bad, and my arm went paralyzed, and I had to have emergency surgery, and so then I was like wondering if I should go or not on the trip. I had the tickets. I wasn't obviously not able to play disc golf in any capacity, but I decided to go anyway to try to get some sunshine, and maybe it would help with my recovery to get some just to try to walk around and check out the course. And so that was really cool experience. I went there. A friend of mine had been living there for a year, so I had a place to stay, and I went to the course and we walked around a little bit, and I said, take these 5 discs and go throw an ace, and I'll film it, because then it'll be at least we'll have something, because I can't play with you here, but let's do something. So I went up there and got in position with my cell phone, kind of like mobile phone, and on the first throw he took the buzz, threw it straight in the basket, and I just filmed it straight into the basket. So pretty cool moment there in Spain. I guess that was the second ace that I had filmed. The first one was Greg Barsby's ace in Toonie 2018, which was a magic moment as well. But but anyway, we're looking forward to a little bit tangent there, but looking forward to going to Spain and actually getting to play the course there in the mountains, because I really love mountains, and I love disc golf, and what a no better place to be than in cold
November,
cold rainy November.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be a perfect time to escape, get down there and live it up with you guys. So, and but then we'll be back in the booth for the event. That's mid to late November. We're going to be doing the All-Star event for the European Pro Tour, and that will conclude the first season of the European Pro Tour. So, something to really look forward to for you guys, production-wise, for me,
definitely.
commentary-wise, and for all you viewers, entertainment-wise.
Exactly.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great conclusion to the season.
Inside Disc Golf.
All right, so 5 months on the road. You guys were out there doing your thing every weekend, basically, bringing the world, incredible coverage of all the European happenings, all the great events on the European disc golf scene, and now we're here back in your home in Belgium for the homecoming party, for the final stop on the Euro Tour, and how does it feel?
It's special for the moment because we are in the north of Europe work mood at home, So it's still the same as when we were up there. So we are waiting for a tournament to be over to just rest and chill. But yeah, like for the moment, just having all the players in Belgium, just for the tournament we are hosting. It's pretty amazing experience, with all those guys at home, all the team. It's amazing to be back. Definitely, it's amazing.
It sure is. It sure is an incredible feeling, I guess, for you guys to get back after all that hard work on the road and all those incredible experiences and 5 months of just
definitely
traveling from place to place.
Yeah, that's so many things. Like sometimes all the feeling sometimes when you're on the road like that and you're just going forward from tournament to tournaments and you are working with different teams all the time and sometimes people don't really get that it's hard. It's largely harder than what anybody can think. Like you need to handle the mood of a whole group of people. You need to ensure everybody feels good. You need to ensure the job's done. Even if there is problems. And yeah, like it's quite an experience, definitely.
It takes an incredible level of organization to make sure everybody's needs are met within the team and to organize logistically how everything's going to happen, and then to be out there on the course, filming and then staying up all night editing and what you guys do is no easy task, and it can't be understated how much time, energy, effort, and passion goes into every one of your projects, and I think that really shines through. But yeah, it's nice to let people know that's some serious hard work going into this thing.
Yeah, it's a hardcore experience. That's how Martin Durken actually, said to me, like, when you are living the thing, you don't really realize what you're doing. We will need maybe 2 weeks to just rest and to realize, understand what we achieved, because it's something, and it's growing, and the following events and projects are going to be huge. Definitely, everybody is super motivated here. So
working incredibly hard. If you're not already subscribed to MDG YouTube channel, make sure you do that right away. Get over there and check out all their amazing content that they're doing. Support these guys, and it's so cool stuff. Like, I mean, great coverage of all the best events here in Europe. And what's the future look like?
Oh, it will have a lot of new projects, like new things that we are working on right now. But definitely even next year is going to be a whole different story, and in a few years it's going to be even more. Like,
we can add, because like there is next season in Europe, like it will be kind of the same, but we are leaving for New Zealand from January to April, and it's gonna be like for the page, the channel to be active at that moment. I think it's gonna be again a great experience to go through. So just keeping the pace, keeping the growth. Disc golf is it's coming. There is huge things coming up. So yeah, really looking forward to live it, definitely.
Well, best of luck with all that stuff, and
Thank you.
Really looking forward to next season, and really looking forward to all the content that you continue to create. You're going to be launching a podcast as well, right?
Yes, sir.
We'll be recording right here in this same mobile studio.
Exactly, in a few minutes.
Very shortly, where we'll get to hear some event-specific stuff from the players playing here, and little backstories and nice conversation coming up with that. So make sure you check that out, everybody, and do everything you can to help support MDG Media on their incredible journey with European disc golf. Thank you so much, guys, for being here with me, for doing everything, setting everything up, and for sharing all those incredible experiences and deep insights into your big tour this season.
Thanks to you to invite us. And it was a pleasure to host you and to be here like as guest.
Exactly, at the same time. Super nice.
Thank you so much.
For that, man.
Wonderful. That's all we have for you on this episode of Inside Disc Golf. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Inside Disc Golf, the European Disc Golf podcast. Everything about European Disc Golf in one podcast.